how these beings are trying to push us to be these artificial beings. I want to talk about artificial life and mental health, because this is something that is extremely important, especially us as the original beings, because we're supposed to be living an organic life. All right, the life that we're supposed to be living is supposed to be organic, and we have enemies who wants to force an artificial lifestyle upon us, and therefore that artificial lifestyle literally affects the minds of our brothers and sisters. Now, you know, you go into the gas stations, you go into the liquor stores, you go into the grocery stores, and you see all these different snacks that's out there, and these snacks says artificial flavors, all right? Which means that when anything that's artificial means that it's not authentic, it is synthetic, and it's made from chemicals. Anytime something is made from chemicals, the chemicals that they use more than likely off balance the nature of the body. Therefore, everything that goes into your body goes into your stomach. Therefore, everything that goes into your stomach goes directly into your blood. Therefore, what goes into your blood affects your whole body, especially brain. All right? We have to remember that this artificial life causes a lot of issues. All right? You got that, what's that drink called? Tropical Fantasy. It's called Tropical Fantasy. That's the name of the drink. It's called Tropical Fantasy. And I know a few years back, about 3 years back, I found a bottle on the ground, and I started looking at the ingredients, and it has 0% juice, but it's supposed to be, it was fruit punch. That's what it said, fruit punch, but it was 0% juice. And then I started looking at the ingredients, and the ingredients were all kind of dangerous chemicals. And these chemicals mixed with high fructose corn syrup, mixed with red 40 and blue 7 and yellow whatever, literally cause an alarm to rise in within me, because I was so this is fruit punch, but it's got 0% juice in it. So how does it taste like juice? Because it's all artificial flavors. All right? Which means that these are synthetic flavors made with chemicals. So our brothers and sisters are drinking this, and as we eat this artificial product that's been put out here, we are literally shifting into artificial beings, which is why so many of our brothers and sisters can kill easily without any type of remorse, and they don't feel anything, because when you think about artificial intelligence, you think about these artificial beings on our planet, they can kill with ease. All right? They can kill with ease. There's no problem at all. They can kill with ease because they're artificial. They don't have souls. So all this artificial stuff, what it does, it blocks the passage to the soul, where you can't tap into this, you can't tap into that. You know, even you look at the liquor. So many brothers and sisters drink liquor all the time, and they having health problems with the liquor. Why? Because the liquor has got artificial ingredients in it, all kind of chemicals. All right, these liquors are made of chemicals, and our brothers and sisters are drinking this stuff, and it's literally killing them. It's killing them. So we have beings who wants us to live an artificial life. This is why it's so important to understand, to overstand what you eat. This stuff goes to the brain. All right, and we talk about mental health. Anytime you're dealing with any kind of food that is not supposed to be ingested by us as the original beings, you're looking at something that literally reshapes the molecular structure of your brain, and therefore, henceforth, brain disease. I tell you what, back in the early 1900s, before George Washington Carver had died, the government went to George Washington Carver and said, we need you to create a warhead that's going to be light, because they were using warheads that were made of metal. So George Washington Carver introduced these Saxons to edamame. Edamame is also known as soy. All right. Soy is an organic material, organic plant that's on our realm. It's organic. But our ancestors never used it to eat. Our ancestors used it to create plastic. It's been around for a long time, but it was more of an organic type of plastic, or plastic that what they call biodegradable. Okay. So when George Washington Carver was creating this warheads, these plastic warheads made from edamame, which is called soy, he told these Saxons, he said, just know that soy is not supposed to be used for human consumption. They said, why? He said, because it's poisonous to the human body. So what did these Saxons do? They started testing the soy, and I read the information. So they gave it to rats, and they gave it to dogs. After a certain amount of time of soy intake in these animals, the male dog wanted to mate with the male dog, and the male rat wanted to mate with the male rat. Okay? Now what happened was the soy literally infiltrated the brain of these animals and caused these animals to cause the molecular structure of their bodies to want to be with their own and not want to be with the opposite sex. You understand that? So everything that we put in our body that is not organic, which is artificial, it literally hinders our brain processes. Therefore, the artificial flavoring, the artificial this, causes problems, severe problems in your mental health. Therefore, you cannot think on a more cognitive level. All right. You get the brothers and sisters. I mean, look at McDonald's. Look at McDonald's. McDonald's sells, they said it's burgers, but the bulk of the burger is soy. All these restaurants, all of them, same thing. The bulk of their what they call meat is soy. And they put them in it because soy is more so of a filler. All right? It's a filler. But at the same time, after so much intake of the soy, what happens? The body, the molecular structure of the body, the brain begins to shift and change. All right? Let me see if I can read this real quick. Shalom Sema, if it's not the foods that we're eating, it's the water they drink, spraying the vegetables and fruit. Yes. This is what we're talking about. They put chemicals in the water. I literally cleanse my water. And the way I cleanse my water is I have me like this glass jar that I have at home, and I got several glass jars at home, and I put your regular tap water in the glass jars, and I get me a copper coil, a piece of copper wire, and I coil it up. I put it around a piece of metal or pencil, something. I coil it up real good. I get me some ceramic magnets, okay, probably 3 or 4 ceramic magnets, and I got some quartz crystal, and I put that in the water, and I let it sit for about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. After I let it sit, what happens is the copper, the crystals, and the magnets all together cleans the water. And you can't taste that tap anymore because it has cleaned the water, which means all the infirmities that were in the water is no longer there. All right? So yeah, the water, the stuff they spray in the sky, brothers and sisters. This is why I'm constantly detoxing. I take Haritaki every day. Haritaki is a detox. So I do Haritaki every day. I mean, I keep Amazon paid. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I keep Amazon paid. They be like, oh, it's time for you to get some more Haritaki. I say, hell yeah. And I order me some more Haritaki because I know I'm going down. Haritaki is a detox. So it's like, with this system here, you have to like constantly detox every day, because what they're trying to do and what they're trying to accomplish is they're trying to get us to ingest artificial material. And this artificial material goes into our bodies, and causes us as original beings to operate in an unnatural way. Okay? Hold on here. I don't usually drink on, but my throat is getting kind of choppy. Hold on here. And this is homemade green tea, and I use organic sugar with the green tea. It's pure green tea, and I use organic sugar, and I got some fresh squeeze. Actually, it's blueberry juice, and there's some organic blueberry juice that's in there. So, when we're looking at the mental health of our brothers and sisters and the way they act, you want to do this. You want to look at what they're eating. All right, you want to look at what they're eating. And, you know, like I said, the crazy part is they do these things with ease. It's like they don't care. And that's that artificial life that they're living. That's that artificial, that the artificial particles that's within their, you know, when you drink it artificial all the time, it's bound to change within affects everything. When you feel that shift in your body, that means there's something that happened in your brain. There's something that happened up here. So consuming artificial products is a big part of the unstable mental health. All right? It's a big part of the mental health. And, you know, and if you look at it right now, you got this so-called ghost in the house. And if you look at this closely, the things that they prepared in the greenhouse are literally made of artificial material. Things that, you know, vegetables that never see the sun, vegetables that don't have a root, vegetables that don't have a seed. These are all created in greenhouses, and therefore they want you to eat artificial food. And you eat the artificial food, and you have the artificial that's going inside of your body, and it literally affects everything. Now, I think I did a video a while back talking about the process of the body, how the body processes. So when you eat these things, what happens? All right, because what our bodies as original beings, our bodies are constantly looking for higher frequencies, higher vibrations. All right, this is what our body's looking for: higher frequencies, higher vibrations, higher energies. All right, so as you eat this food, what happens is it goes into your intestines. Your intestines literally absorb the energies, the frequencies, the vibrations from the food. All right. The elements that's in the food. And all of this goes into your bloodstream. And within your bloodstream, it goes to your brain. It goes to your heart. It goes to your lungs. It goes to your pancreas. It goes to your liver. It goes to your spleen. I mean, it goes throughout your entire body. And therefore, the biggest part that it affects over anything is your brain. So the artificial life that so many of our brothers and sisters are living is affecting their mental health and causing them to become artificial beings. Like I said, you got a brother and sister, you got a brother who killed another brother, you know, you got a brother who raped somebody and they don't care. You know, it's like they don't have any feeling. It's because they're living this artificial life. Let's see what you say. I found a few bottled waters. Crystal Geyser is a good one, 6.9. Let me tell you something. If you ain't made your water yourself, if you ain't made the water yourself, and you didn't prepare the water yourself, they can tell you anything. Even though you might want to say, I measured this, and this. No. And like the one brother says, we can drink water. Water doesn't really have any nutrients in it. Get yourself the organic grapes, organic apples, juice them. All right. Everything affects this right here. The things that you eat affects your mind. Remember that. The things that you eat affects your mind. It literally affects the way you think, the way you operate, the way you see things. All right. So, yeah, I mean, you drink distilled water. A lot of people drink distilled water. I drink fruit juice. I eat fruits. I drink very little water. I spend a lot of money on organic fruit juices. Seriously. I drink probiotic juice. So it's like we have to be careful. But the artificial life, the artificial ingredients, the artificial flavors that our brothers and sisters are consuming is causing problems with their mental health. And, you know, the minute that you go and say something to them about it, first thing they want to do is they want to argue and they want to fight. Why is that? Why is that they want to argue and fight? It's because mentally, it's more so like a virus that's been placed upon them. And that it's more so that virus arguing with you and not them. All right. So, remember, your stomach is your second brain. All right. Your stomach is your second brain. So, it's important. You got your first brain here. You got your second brain there. Some people say your stomach is your first brain, but these two right here, your gut and your brain, you got to take care of them. All right. Be careful what you eat. Be careful what you drink. Know everything that you're putting inside of your body. Your body is a vessel that contains extremely high levels of power, energy, frequencies, vibrations, everything that you could possibly think of. All right. Go through all the different herbs. Hey, you guys, I'm getting ready to finish this up because I gotta go clock in. But after this is done, I want you brothers and sisters to communicate with each other, share information with each other. All right. Link up together, trade, information. This is my email. This is my Facebook. This is my Instagram or whatever. And y'all communicate with each other and make each other powerful, because this is how we make each other powerful, by communicating. All right. Make sure the coding starts with 9. Anything that has the type of tampering has been done. I mean, yeah, you're right. Got to understand the coding in the food, the coding in the fruits. All right. All this stuff is extremely important, brothers and sisters. All right. I'll pass this on to you guys. Let me get on here so I can go clock in this damn clock. And this thing is coming to an end. The artificial life, the artificial foods, the artificial drinks, everything that they create. And I want you to remember this right here. When you're dealing with the sugar in the drinks, I want you to remember this right here. Remember this. Every 4 grams of sugar is a teaspoon. So if you see something with 40 grams of sugar in like let's just say you got a 10-ounce bottles and you say it's 40 grams of sugar, that means that's 10 teaspoons of sugar. And the sugar that they're using is not organic sugar. This is laboratory made sugar. This is that white granulated sugar made in a laboratory, which literally affects the mental health in so many different ways. We're going to go deeper into this. All right. Because that red dye causes a lot of children ADHD and adult ADHD. Yes, that red 40 is dangerous. When you talk about ADHD, you're talking about the brain health. All right. So everything that they put inside the food and the drinks, all right, literally affects the brain. All right. Artificial life causes a lot of problems with your mental health. All right, guys. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. And like I say, after this, when this processes, you guys continue to talk with each other. I'll be at work. Continue to communicate with each other, share information. All right. Because it's all about us growing. All right. Much power to you all.